You're standing in your kitchen, maybe making a sandwich or pouring a glass of water, and you glance at your hands. Those tiny lines on your fingertips, your fingerprints, they're completely unique to you. No two people in history have ever had the same ones. It's why they're used to solve crimes, unlock phones, mark passports. But here's the thing that almost nobody realizes. You don't actually have your fingerprints when you're born. Your skin is smooth. You develop them inside the womb, and then something truly strange happens. You lose them almost completely for the rest of your life. Welcome to Simple Things Explained, where we take the habits, objects, and beliefs you've never once questioned and show you what's actually happening underneath them. Today, we're looking at why your fingerprints are slowly disappearing. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Every single day, your fingertips are shedding dead skin cells. It's the same thing happening all over your body, but because your fingers are constantly touching things, grabbing, typing, washing dishes, the skin on your fingertips wears away faster than almost anywhere else. Those microscopic ridges and valleys that make up your fingerprint, they're being abraded away, smoothed down by friction and time. It's like a photograph that's been handled so many times it's starting to fade. The image is still technically there, but it's fading. Now you might be thinking, wait, I've had the same fingerprints my whole life. I just checked them, they look identical. And you're right, they do. That's because of something called epidermal regeneration. Your skin is constantly rebuilding itself from underneath. New skin cells are produced in the deepest layer of your epidermis, and they push upward over the course of about 2 to 4 weeks. As they rise, they recreate those ridge patterns again and again and again, perfectly. It's like pressing the same stamp onto fresh paper every few weeks. The pattern doesn't change, it's encoded in the living tissue beneath, but the surface layer is being completely replaced. You're literally not the same skin as you were a month ago. Here's where it gets interesting. This process actually breaks down with age and certain conditions. People with severe arthritis, psoriasis, or who work in highly abrasive jobs sometimes find their fingerprints become less distinct over decades. And there's something called a dermatoglyphia, an extremely rare genetic condition where people are born without fingerprints at all. They have smooth fingertips their entire lives because the genetic instruction that builds those ridge patterns never activated. It was first discovered in a Swiss family, and it made the news partly because it made crossing borders nearly impossible. How do you prove your identity when your fingerprints don't exist? The really unexpected part is that fingerprints might not even be there for the reason you think. For decades, scientists assumed they helped with gripping and texture sensing. But recent research suggests their primary purpose might be to increase friction on wet surfaces, almost like the tread on a tire. When your fingers are wet or the objects you're holding are wet, those ridges allow water to channel away and maintain contact. It's a tiny hydraulic system on the tip of each finger. So you're constantly shedding and rebuilding this almost invisible tool that helps you not drop wet soap in the shower. Back to your kitchen, you're still looking at your hands. Those fingerprints you're staring at right now are maybe a few weeks old at most. The ones underneath your skin are already halfway through their journey to the surface. In a few days or weeks, an entirely new set will replace them, perfect copies of the same pattern. It's this continuous cycle of loss and regeneration that most people never think about. You're not keeping the same fingerprints your whole life, you're regenerating them. If this changed the way you'll think about your own hands and what's happening beneath that surface, hit that like button and subscribe to Simple Things Explained for more everyday things hiding surprising explanations. Thanks for watching.